Well, let's get started here. See if we can get a few people in and get this get this party started. And let's see, is it 9 o'clock yet? It hit 9 o'clock. Yep, it's 9 o'clock now. Hey, Zach, how are you this morning? Or for you, how are you this midnight? I guess. I guess it's midnight out there where you're at right now, or close to it. Uh, how is it down under? Are you? So what kind of weather are you in? Are you coming up on the end of? You're coming up on the end of your winter, aren't you? 11 p.m. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you're at the, oh, howdy, Joey. How are you? You got him from Australia to New York right now. That's good. That's good. How's the weather where you're at, Zach? You're ending up your winter right now, aren't you? Going into your spring. Going to look at a 389 Pete. No, cool. What year model, Zach? Getting ready to eat breakfast, are you, Joey? What you got? Some my dad used to say. My dad used to say, "What we got for breakfast?" Would say, "What we got for breakfast, Dad?" And he'd say, "Jam, grits, and rolls." I said, "Really?" He said, "Yeah, you jam your feet under the table, grit your teeth, and roll your eyes." So you got scrambled eggs and hash. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you got to get some a good breakfast started and everything for Zach. Now he's finishing up for the night, I guess. Are you out working, Zach? Or are you back home? I know one time you were out on the road when I was talking to you about 11 o'clock at night. Are you working, Zach? Are you back at your place? Going to bed up in You're going to bed up in 3 hours. Okay. Yeah. You're going to bed up. We call it bed down. Yeah, we say bed down here. Going to bed down. Have I heard from Kevin? Which Ke- which Kevin are you speaking of? Which Oh, you mean getting up in 3 hours? Oh, wow. Uh oh, okay. I know which. No, I haven't. I haven't actually heard from him in a while. You talking about the one? He's a trucker too. I can't remember. Kevin. Uh, no. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes they're like that. I mean, sometimes I'll get guys that, that they just don't catch the live every single time, and they won't be in the chat for a while. They'll catch the repeat of it and everything, but they won't get it live, and we won't get their. I'll get maybe their response or something, in an email or a text. I mean, or comment. But you set you set your alarm to catch me today. Well, that's good. Yeah. Well, I'm usually up by myself. I usually get up about 6:30. I don't even have to set an alarm. I mean, I automatically wake up about 6:30, and then Barbara gets breakfast started. Well, we have our routine. I have to prick my finger for my sugar and everything, and then she takes my blood pressure and, like I said, pricks my finger and get make sure I all my diabetic things are good. And then and I've got to go to my diabetic doctor, I guess my oncologist. Uh, no, not oncologist. Oncologist can't. Endocrinologist. I got to go to the endocrinologist this week. I had my blood work done last week, and then I've got to have that done. Got to meet with them on Wednesday. And they tell me what I've done right and wrong, how my system looks and everything else. Endocrinologist. That's right, Joey. You got it. Yep. Yep. I can't even spell that. It's hard for me to pronounce it, much less spell it. Yep. You probably have to go to one too, don't you, Joey? If you got don't you aren't you type 2 also, Joey? I know I've been type 2 for. Oh, you're not? Okay. I thought you were. Well, watch your weight and everything else, because it's easy to get overweight and get into that mix real quick. That's what happened for me. Yeah. Well, you're lucky. You're lucky. So many people your age. Uh, yeah. Well, I know, and I didn't mean to insinuate that, Joey. Joey's a big guy. Yeah, I know. Joey's a big guy, and I didn't mean to insinuate or insult you in any way. Uh, I know that when I got bigger, I mean, and that's what brought mine on, I guess, that and the stress and everything else that contributed, the contributing factors. Uh, but you know, are you borderline in any way? Because I stayed borderline for a long time, and then I went over borderline basically when I had my heart attack and everything. That I wasn't diagnosed as diabetic before then, and they said, "How long have you been diabetic?" I said, "I haven't." And they said, "Yes, you are," and they said, "You're diabetic," and I my A1C had gotten over 7, and well, it stays right at about 7, 6.8, 6.8, 6.7, 7. That's where my A1C stays usually. And they say that's diabetic. That's type 2 diabetic. And I take metformin for it and a few other things, but it is what it is. You learn to live with it. You learn to live with it, and you do the best you can with it. Joey, I bet you can't guess what. I'm right back here. Can you guess what's behind me there? You see that? You see that vehicle behind me? That's a new vehicle that I got. That's my new project. And see who the first person gets online that can guess what that vehicle is. Yep, you guessed that right. Yep. What year model? There's only 1 year model like this. I mean, I'll show you one more part about it. You see that? See that right there? There's only 1 year model that has that. That's a 1955. Yeah, it's old. That's for sure. 1955 T-Bird. That's my newest purchase. I bought this, and it's immaculate. It's nice. Yeah, that's the only year model that has the Continental kit. Now, it's the first year they had the Opry glass. You see that Opry glass in the hard top. Uh, that year in the '57 had that, and then uh, but it's yeah, yeah, no. I wish I had it in high school. Uh, but I wasn't in high school in 1955, if that's what you mean. I was, uh, I graduated in 1969. I know that's way before you were born too, Joey. But yeah, I graduated in 1969. Uh, I would have loved to have that car in 1969. That was a stylish car in 1969. It was a sought after car then too. Uh, but no, I didn't have one. I didn't have one back then. I wish I had. What I had to drive around in a Volkswagen. I had a 1961 Volkswagen. Is what I drove around in high school, and that's what my wife and I dated in, and everything else. It was not uh, it wasn't the most advantageous or what surely wasn't the sexiest car. I can tell you that it was definitely a car that I, I I didn't have to. Well, let's see how. Well, I guess it was the only thing I could afford at the time, and it definitely wasn't a chick magnet. That's for sure. Hey, Jamie, how are you? Yeah, no, this that's actually the same color as our Mustang. It's that yellow. Jamie, you see my new project behind me here? I was talking to Joy about it. That's Jim's next project. I've got some work. I got some modifications we're gonna do on it. Well, first off, we're gonna change the cooling system on it. Well, that's what I was getting ready to say. I want to bring it into the modern era, you might say. I want to put AC on it. It doesn't have air conditioning. It didn't come out with air conditioning. Uh, oh yeah, it's a rust. It was a South Carolina car. Oh, it's rust free. It's rust free. Those rocker panel. I mean, this whole body is immaculate. I mean, if you look at it, if I give you a good close up of it, it's immaculate. The inside's immaculate. It rides good, drives good. Uh, yeah, yeah. No such thing as rust free in New York, is there? No, we're lucky. Yep, got a T-Bird. Got a 55 T-Bird. That's my next new project. I mean, and like I said, we're wanting to make it a daily cruiser. Basically, I want to put air conditioning in it like we did the 55. We want to get the vintage air and put in it. And I'm gonna change the cooling system on it too, because it's got the old original radiator, and everybody suggests putting the aluminum with the electric fans to make sure it cools good. And I'm going to put a new high volume water pump on it. A few things like that, because that's the one thing. If you read all the forums about the 56 T-Bird or 55, 6, and 7 T-Birds, is the fact that they overheat real easy because of their design way back then. And I may put electronic fuel injection on it too, so it cranks and runs easier and everything too. So those are the modifications that I'm gonna do on it, and so I can make it a good daily driver. I want to be able to jump in it and go to town anytime I want to, and be able to turn on the air conditioning and be comfortable and do like that. Right now, I mean, I can ride it around, but we took it out the other day and it was like 92 degrees out here, and it's warm in that car at 92 degrees. And that's the other thing. It doesn't have the soundproofing and everything and the insulation that modern cars do. And I want to improve that too. Yeah, it's going to be a garage. It's going to be garage. That's for sure. I'm not going to get it out and try to get it dirty or whatever. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of the 56, my Pontiac. Uh, I kind of just lost interest in this one because it's not as stylish as this. This is stylish here. This has got a look to it. This one can look okay if it's painted. And I mean, a lot of work to be done on that one yet. And we're in for work, but Jim and I are getting older, uh, like everybody, I guess. And I'm just not as interested. The completion would be harder on this one than this. I can complete this the way I want it a lot easier than I can that. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to take this. I mean, you can look them up. I mean, and when you see one that's in tip top shape like this one, go check it. Check it on Barrett Jackson. Check it on some on Haggerty's and everything. What a 55 T-Bird uh, is bringing and everything. You'll know what I'm talking about. It's a valuable piece of equipment, and I got a reasonably good deal on it. I think. I mean, you know, it wasn't cheap, but it wasn't it wasn't out of out of the ballpark high either. I mean, so I got it reasonable enough that I can work on it and still feel comfortable for what I put into it to make it a nice car. And that's the reason I got it, because it's not anything that I'm gonna have to spend a ton of money on get it to get it so I can drive it around every day. But like I said, the main thing is AC. Uh, what do you mean I can't be running around with the original Continental kit? Oh yeah, you can run. I mean, yeah, it stays on it. No, but the paint job is excellent on. I mean, let me see if I can. Let me see if I can bring it a little bit closer. Let you show you how slick this thing is. I mean, the lines are straight as everything. All the chrome is really good. Uh, as you can see, there's the Continental kit. But no, it's a nice little car. Nice little car. So I can't complain about it at all. It's I like it. I like it, and I think it's gonna make us a neat collection. And I'm gonna get rid of a couple of my cars. Barbara says I need to trim down. Yeah, yeah, it's a nice ride. It's a nice ride. I like it. I mean, like I said, to get it to where I want it exact. I mean, I want to put the. I mean, it's got the old carburetor system on it. I mean, it runs good, but those things stall out on you a little bit if you're not used to the old. I forget what to call it. It's a different kind of Holly. It's a Holly carburetor, but it's a little bit different. And uh, I'm gonna have to make some modifications on that make it really nice. And that's what I'm after. That's what I'm after. I want to be able to. I want to be able to have something that I can just jump in and go and not worry about it, just like you do a modern car. And that's my goal on that. Yeah, it's got power steering. It's got power steering, and it's actually already been converted to disc brakes on the front too. So it's power steering and disc brakes. And then, like I said, I'm going to convert it and put the aluminum radiator. That's the next goal. Put the aluminum radiator and everything. I'll tell you what, I've got the hood up. I'll show you what I'm doing. I'll walk over here and show you. It's a 312. And see, there's the old style Holly carburetor. They call it I think they call it a teapot. It's not the most reliable. It's not the most reliable carburetor in the world, and that's why I'm thinking about totally changing out to electronic fuel injection, electronic module, and then that it has the old style radiator, and we're talking about changing that out. Well, I've already got the radiator ordered. It should be here this week. Uh, I've got the aluminum radiator. Let me set this back down. I've got the aluminum radiator and an electric fan combo coming this week already. I ordered that from Jegs. So all you gearheads that you know who I'm talking about with Jegs, 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 they've got a lot of, you know, hot rodder type things, you know, custom car things. So that's who I'm using on that. But it's a great project car for us. And I had to order some mats to go over the hood now. I mean, some work mats so I keep everything good and clean, and so we don't get a belt buckle up against the paint job, because the paint job's slick as it can be. It looks great. Paint job, it's got a fairly new paint job, but the guy that had it before me had painted. He has a guy that paints for him on staff, and they put a new paint job on it. And of course I saw it before. I mean, it was just a little faded on the other one, but the paint job looks excellent. And you know, that, like I said, the car's been taken real good care of. It was a South Carolina car, and so, you know, rust free. I mean, you can get up under. I've already been up under it. It's rust free. I'd take you up under it, but I don't have it on the lift. But I'm gonna modify it. Like I said, I'm gonna modify some things and hopefully be happy with it. That's right. Well, if he comes, I'll let him get in it. Of course, he's a pretty good sized guy. He'd have to get on the right side. Jamie, you'd have a hard time getting in this one too. Jamie, you're so tall. So what are you, about six? You're about 6'2" or 3, aren't you? And yeah, you'd have if you got any girth or any height, that's not the car for you. I can tell you that. So I got to keep my weight down to be able to get in and out of it good. Right now, I can do fine, but it's sort of like my Jeep over here. If you've got any, well, when Jim and I were first fixing that, he said, I need you to sit in the Jeep before we bolt this seat down, because it bolts down. It's one position and that's it. And I sat in it and I said, oh crap. He said, yep, that's what I was afraid of. So we had to order a 15-inch steering wheel for it. It had a big 17-inch or 18-inch steering wheel. And I could not get that steering wheel just cut across my belly. I mean, I'd wear a blister on my belly if I tried to steer it the way it used to be. So I had to order a 15-inch steering wheel to go on my Jeep. And that's what you get into sometimes. Of course, I told Jim, I said, yep, that thing was built for an 18-year-old, 140-pound kid to drive when he was just getting in World War II. I mean, that's what they expected. They expected them all to gone through basic training to be slim, and which I'm neither right now. And we even had to do a cutout. I'll have to show you sometime on getting in and out. We did a cutout on the floorboard, so that part where you have to raise your leg way up, I got a little cutout on it so I can get in and out, because I couldn't get in and out on this Jeep if I didn't do that. It'd be all I could do to lift my leg up high enough to get in so I could scoot in. So we've modified it a little bit on the body work, but it's in good shape. We got it running good and looking good and all that sort of stuff. But I got to keep Jimmy a project all the time. So that's going to be the latest project right there. Yeah. Well, what do you think about DJT? He did some good work this week, didn't he? He's hopefully he's going to get Russia in line. Hopefully we can get more peace. And I tell you what, if he's not nominated for he's already been nominated twice by 2 different countries for the Peace Prize. And if the Nobel people consider anybody else, they're crazy. But he should get the Nobel Peace Prize for everything he's done. He's already had 5 or 6 conflicts that he's squelched, and he's almost got the Russian war maybe solved too. Maybe, we hope. And if he does that, everybody in the world ought to appreciate what he's done. And if he doesn't get the Peace Prize, I don't know who else would be deserving of it. I mean, it'd be a farce. I mean, they gave it to Obama when he had been in office no more than 4 or 5 months, and that was a joke. I mean, that was totally a joke. He hadn't done anything. And then here, Trump has actually done some things, actually done good work. And then some of them are kind of scoffing at the idea that he gets it. I mean, well, the libs are anyway. But maybe we can get him over the hump on that. We'll see. But I hope everything's going okay with everybody. I've had a good week here. Like I said, I've got some projects and I've got another one coming too. Maybe I don't even want to tell Jim about it yet. I'm gonna kind of put it on the back burner. But yeah, we had been talking Mustang, and hey, Twisted Mopar Garage. That's not Randy, is it? Is that Randy right there? Twisted Mopar Garage? It's got to be. I got a friend, Randy Rooper, and he is definitely a Mopar person. Oh, it's not. Okay. Well, glad to meet you there, Twisted Mopar Garage. I got a friend that your name is Dennis. Where are you from, Dennis? Where are you from? Yeah, yeah. Smash the thumbs up for me. Yeah. First time listener. Okay. Okay. Well, great. Glad to see you in here. Well, this is not Mopar, but maybe you can appreciate my next project here. You see what I'm working on there? Oh, you're in Illinois. Okay, great. Great. Yeah, I'm my next project is this 55 T-Bird that I bought. And we're trying to get it established and get it going. Yeah. Everybody welcome Dennis here. Twisted Mopar Garage. Yeah, I have a friend, Randy Rooper, that's big into Mopar, and he kept telling me, he said, yeah, I've been watching your videos and everything. And I thought maybe that was him because I don't know what he goes by or if he comes on with his name or whatever. But Randy is a definite Mopar fanatic. He and his brother have got Dodges and Plymouths, and of course his brother also has Studebakers. His brother is big into Studebakers along with his Dodges, but he definitely got a lot of stuff. Okay, you do body work and paint, old tractor repair and restoration. Well, cool. Now, have you got a YouTube channel too? Because we'll definitely help promote you there and everything, and try to help promote all the other YouTubers. I got a lot of guys that come in here that have other YouTube channels, and we try to help promote everybody. Okay, so I'll definitely have to check it out. Everybody check out Twisted Mopar Garage. Well, good. And you're showing some of your projects online because I love to watch things like that. I'm an old gearhead, and I like seeing different projects. And like I said, you're in my garage right now, and yeah, I'll spin around here because there's my Pontiac I'm working on. Of course, that one's going to go on the block. I'm going to sell it. And there's our Jeep back there. I got a 47 Willis Jeep. So I'm spinning around in my garage here to let you see. And of course, I got my lift system right here beside me. my sterile Coney lift system. So yeah, well, that's what everything's about on YouTube is getting to know people and getting to know what their projects are and all that sort of stuff. I wish I were younger and could be more energetic and could get out and do a lot more things with my YouTube channel. Uh, I'm a little bit lazy on it because I do my Sunday morning chat, and I used to do a lot more videos. I need to. I keep saying that I need to video some of my projects, and I'm going to. I do some occasionally, but it takes a lot of work and that sort of stuff. Oh, you're not young either, are you? How old are you, Twisted? Or as oh, that was Dennis? Is that what it was? I'm trying to go back up to see 66. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm still young. I'm 74. So you're still a young guy. Yeah, I'm 74 and retired, and my mechanic that works for me is 74. He's semi-retired. He works for me and pulls his Social Security too. And but he used to be a full-time mechanic for me when I had my trucking business. Yep, yeah, you'll catch me before you know it. That's for sure. Uh, but each passing year, you get slower and slower on these restorations and different things. I I definitely am not fast. Well, I guess I'm officially retired, Jamie. I stay busy. I don't. I haven't slowed down. I mean, yeah, we still. I try to stay busy every day. I do a lot of farming here. I got my farm. I was out bush hogging just the other day, and I got a lot of bush hogging to do. Right, I got about 30 acres I need to bush hog right now, but I've got a lot of other projects at hand too. I need to work on. Yeah, well, that's the way it seems to be sometimes when you get uh, in a retired status, it is that way. I mean, I just get up every day, do as much as I possibly can, and go for it like that. That's what I do. Yeah, yeah. I got a rocking chair upstairs up there, but I don't use it any. Uh, we got a couple of gooseneck rockers my wife got years ago, and I haven't done anything with them. But I haven't other than let them collect dust. And yeah, you don't need a rocking chair. I like getting out and doing some things. Do as much as I can. Hey, Aaron, how are you? Good morning. Yeah, well, I got a recliner too. Yeah, that's my afternoon snoozer. Uh, yeah, when you get our age, you have to sit down and rest a little bit. That's for sure. But the doctor tells me not to stay in it too much. I try not to stay in it too awful much. I catch myself getting on the recliner and sitting back with the computer and doing those kind of things. Aaron, how are you? Are you busy? You got the trucks running good? I know. I think last time I talked to you, you had the truck in the shop. I hope everything's running good now. Yep, you got a mutual agreement, huh? Oh, you've been running since you fit that floor. Okay, well that's good. That's good. I'm glad to see that. Yep. Yeah, that's sort of like I was looking at. Uh, I was looking at some guy and he was talking about uh, his buddy. His buddy's a good sized guy, and he said, "Well, heaviness runs in my family." And the other guy looked at me. He said, "Let me tell you, there ain't nothing running in your family." And you get into that sometimes. I guess that's one way to to get on to people about that. It's tough. I mean, our genetics predetermine a lot, though, and but yeah, I run. I can't do any running myself right now. I'm doing good to walk good a lot, but not running. You won't bother unless you're hurt. Okay. Oh, or sick. Yeah. So you got a woman doctor, huh? Okay. Unless you're speaking of your wife. Now, my wife is doctors me around. If it wasn't for my wife, she makes sure that all of my medications and I do everything right and eat right. She tries to make sure that I'm properly, I have proper nutrition. She won't let me snack too much, but yeah, it's a different world out there now. I tell you, trying to make sure we stay healthy. I guess it can be a little bit awkward, especially if you've got some male problems. Um, I had to go to I had to go to uh, here I'm gonna forget what you called the doc. Well, anyway, I was going about my prostate, and my regular doctor wasn't there, and I had a PA, and I had questions I wanted to ask, and I asked the PA. I said, "Well, maybe I should wait till Doctor Brame comes back." And she said, "No, don't worry." She said, "I've heard every question you can think about, so don't worry about it." And so, if you have any male anatomy problems, uh, she was welcome to check everything out, or ask. You can ask questions or whatever, and that's happened to me before. So it can get awkward, and I guess it can get personal there. And yeah, and then you want to make, if they do have to check anything out, you want to make excuses, don't you? You go, well, it normally ain't that size. Uh, it no, no normally it ain't that small. I'm just embarrassed. Yeah, yeah, that's uh, yeah. When I had kidney stones, I had kidney stones about 8 months ago, 6 or 8 months ago, and that that was not a good thing. And of course, they put that catheter in you, and that takes all your dignity away. I can tell you that. And then, especially when you got nurses coming in, and they've got to clean around the catheter, and they got to clean you and everything else, and there you are, you're going, boy, this is uncomfortable and uncomfortable looking, and especially you get these pretty young nurses, and that, of course, here I'm an old man anyway, so I guess it's nothing to them. They're seeing another old dirty old man, uh, so that's the way it goes. But it is what it is. We can't. We're going to have to deal with it one way or the other. Well, guys, I am going to get off of here because I have got to go help Barbara do some things this morning. So I've enjoyed talking to everybody this morning. I'm going to get on out of here. You see our project right there that we're going to be working on. Uh, well, Twisted Garage, good having you in here. And you catch us next Sunday morning at 9 o'clock, okay? And I'll catch everybody at least next Sunday morning, and maybe before then if I can get some project videos out. But I'm lazy. I'm slow on that. Oh, you're in the mechanic. Okay, Aaron. Well, good. Well, that's good. That's good. Well, y'all take care. Catch you next Sunday morning. Okay, guys. See you around.